Welcome to a special edition of Bison Break. I'm your host, Brendan Whitted. This is one of many in a series of Hall of Fame Bison Breaks where we're giving the flowers to folks that are going into Hall of Fame September 30th. It should be a really good time. I'm looking forward to seeing and meeting all these people, these Howard legends. And today I'm with Saadia Doyle. Welcome so much to the show, because not only do we have a Hall of Famer here, we got a real life hooper here. And basketball is my favorite sport. So I'm giddy. This is my giddy face. So y'all get on. Thank you so much for coming on the show.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So I just gotta hit the resume real quick. I'm just gonna start off here. I know I got some icebreakers for you. Don't worry about that. But I got all-time leader in points scored in Howard history. All-time leader in points scored in MEAC history. And a former board member of Bison Express and a 3-time Howard grad.
Yeah.
I just gotta. I gotta give you your credit where credit is due. And that's a stacked resume right there. So I'm very excited to have you here. But before we get into all that, before you get into all your multiple accomplishments, this is Bison Break. We'll get a chance to know you a little bit better. So we're gonna pull the curtain back. First question: okay. If I told you you have to sing or rap a song, word for word, bar for bar, to save the world, what song are you picking?
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. It gets deep.
And it doesn't matter that I won't sound good either way.
Oh no. You just need just your jam, like your go-to, nah, this is it. This is me.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with T.I. 52 Bars, I think, is the name of the song. I can't think of the album right now, but pretty much anything off his first 4 studio albums, I'm good. Like, The World Is Saved.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to make it to another day.
Thank you, Avenger. I appreciate that. All right. So question number 2. So I got a chance to learn a little bit more about you. And as I'm learning, you're from Atlanta.
Correct.
But you're a Spurs fan?
Absolutely.
Okay, talk to me. Let me know, how does this occur? Why aren't you a Hawks fan? What's the shape?
The Hawks weren't going to teach me the game like the Spurs.
That's real.
That's just the reality of it. I want them to do well. That's my home team, but I rock with the Spurs. They are a very fundamentally sound team. Their personality matches my personality. I'm a huge Tim Duncan fan. I'm a huge Tony Parker fan.
Yeah.
Manu Ginobili, as well as Greg Popovich.
Yeah.
And so when I was trying to learn how to play the game, I watched the Spurs. I'll cheer for Atlanta, but I'm studying the Spurs.
I'm trying to remember who it was. Was it Dikembe Mutombo? I'm trying to remember those Hawks squads. I'm trying to remember who was on those. So yeah,
I can tell you who was over there with Spurs though, but I don't know. I don't know if they were winning or not.
No, they weren't particularly good. No, they weren't on the screen. They weren't particularly good. You did not miss much at all. Okay, and third and final, what's the most overrated soul food item? Yeah. Got some thinkers over here, Bison Break. Mm-hmm. Get to know you a little bit over here.
I would say collard greens.
Woo! Wow. Okay.
Overrated. Soul food. Greens.
That is an impressive pick. I am impressed. I would go potato salad personally, but that was.
That's a barbecue dish. That's not soul food.
What? How's potato salad? What? Is that not soul food?
They serve potato salad at Christmas where you live?
Yeah, they serve. Anytime we get together, they serve potato salad. Okay. We don't have to do it. We don't have to do this. We don't have to. We was getting off on the right foot. Now see. Don't you do it? All right. Well, anyway, talking a little bit about your career, I always like to ask people how you made the decision to go to Howard, but you got a very, very interesting story about how you got discovered to go to Howard in the first place. In terms of, you weren't even playing basketball when you first kind of got a look, right?
Oh yeah, that's correct. Yeah. So you want to know how
Yeah,
they
just like
saw
how, yeah,
me or
just
how
yeah,
they
like
saw me?
how did Coach Kathy Parson kind of people, because you were a dual sport athlete in high school, and you were actually playing volleyball, right? When
No, I
no,
wasn't. I actually played three sports
oh
every year.
my
And
bad, I
it
didn't
just
mean to
so
shortchange.
happened that
My bad,
um,
mea culpa.
Coach Walton, who's now the athletic director at our rival school, Southwest DeKalb, sent Coach Parson over to see me because she was a huge fan of me as a person and an athlete.
Okay.
And it just so happened that it was volleyball season and we had a match that evening. And she came over. I said, "Thank you, ma'am," because the ball rolled by her feet. She gave me the ball. And a couple weeks later, I got a phone call while I was on my official visit at the Naval Academy, which is where I intended on going. And I said, okay, because I'm thinking another free trip. I get to miss school. Why not? And I went. I saw the campus a week after homecoming because I didn't want to get caught up in the hype, and I knew this wasn't like what college was going to be like for me. It's not going to be as
Such a
competitive.
mature decision. Like such a mature decision at like 18 years old, because that would not have been mine. So I see you. I see you.
I think if I would have come during homecoming, I probably would have said no because that's way too much stimuli for me all the time. And so I went. I got a chance to stay on campus. I got a chance to attend the classes, see all of the facilities, the places where we're going to spend possibly the next 4 years of my life. And the added bonus, it was a bunch of black people that were super smart, super athletic, that were going to do a bunch of great things, and I wanted to be a part of that.
Well said. Now, your first year at Howard didn't exactly go as planned. You actually had to redshirt because of an injury. Talk to me. I'm sure at that point in your career, you had never kind of not been playing sports for that long. Tell me a little bit about what that year was like, and kind of maybe how that helped propel you for the rest of your time at Howard.
I don't think I'd been there for a month, and I tore my ACL. So not only is it a major injury, it's my first injury,
Right.
and there's a coaching change. So I don't even know if they're gonna keep me for the upcoming year because I'm damaged good. I'm away from home. It was a very dark and depressing time for me because I didn't know what was gonna be next. Here I am in college, didn't think that was gonna happen for me, and it seems like my opportunity is gone before I even had a chance to try to capitalize. Um, a part of why the first four studio albums from T.I. would save the world if I had to recite it is because that is what got me through. Okay, that is what got me through rehab. What got me through postseason practice, and then the following summer of conditioning.
I can only imagine, like, I'm just trying to imagine trying to put all that. It's like a perfect storm of, hey, I just got here. I'm away from home. Like, I am away from the sport in a large set of ways. But like, were you able to kind of maybe focus and like how, because you came out the gate busting, like the next year you was out here for blood. So like, what was it during that season that kind of got you, because you were talking about how dark it was, but at some point you had to narrow in and focus and like go get it.
It was a little bit of light at the end of the tunnel, especially once the staff and team didn't completely wash their hands of me. So I had an opportunity to come back and be a part of the postseason activities. And I decided if I'm gonna give it my all, whatever happens, happens. And so I made it through that spring. They allowed me to come back that summer. And by the fall, I was like, it's a wrap. Like, it's a wrap. It's a done deal. You're going to know who I am. You didn't get that opportunity last year. You're going to know who I am now.
Yeah, you came out the gate. I mentioned like you was it 16.6 points per game, 14th in the nation and rebounding. Like you was just like you just like as soon as you knew walking in though. It sounds like you knew walking into that season like, nah, it's trouble for everybody.
I mean, once again, think about what I had on repeat for like 13 months straight. Nothing about T.I. during that time period was go soft and you're gonna excel. Nothing about that.
So that's very, very true. That's yeah. There was that King trap music.
You
No,
have
well,
on serious
yeah.
trap music, urban legend. So paper trail,
Ooh, paper
all of
trail.
that.
Ooh, yes, that was a very
Hmm.
yes,
That's
very
what I
much
was
so.
riding
Yeah.
when I was coming back up the coast.
Yeah, so yeah, I see where your head was at. I now see where your head was at. So I mentioned to the start of this some of your accolades, and you pretty much did everything you could do at Howard. What's number one for you? Like when you're looking back, is there like a number one memory or accomplishment that you kind of cherish above all those other accolades?
When I think about what was most meaningful to me, it's not an accolade. It would be the relationships, the interactions that I had with various individuals associated with the school, be it teammates, managers, coaches, fans, classmates, coaches from not opposing, but different sports or administrators or people who were just a fan. Like, that's what stands out to me the most. Like, all of these people want you to win and they want to do their part to ensure that you're victorious. Like, that is phenomenal. That is what helped propel me forward to have some of the accolades that you mentioned earlier.
Like that family feel of just being everybody moving, kind of pulling in one direction type thing.
Right. The opposite of crabs in a bucket.
Yeah. You were able to play professionally overseas for a little bit. I just kind of just have always wondered what was that like, because that's again leaving you're leaving your comfort and you're going to a faraway place to do something that you love. Just I've always kind of wondered what was that like.
It was a great experience. It really was. It was yet another thing I didn't really think I was gonna do. I had just had surgery and coming I was a draft prospect coming out of college, but I needed to have shoulder surgery. So I always wondered, could I have at least played at a higher level than college?
Mm-hmm.
So after I went through that rehab process, I was like, only one way to find out.
Right.
And I had already gotten a passport the year before, put my bid out there, kind of like loving basketball. Someone flaked at the last minute. She didn't get pregnant. She just found a better team to play for. And they was like, Saadia, you want to come? Sure. I don't know where I was going, what I was committing to, but I was going to go just for the opportunity and to answer that own question for myself. Did I have what it takes to make it at the next level? And I did. And I was phenomenal over there, averaged about 30. We went to the championship game, MVP. So if I had any questions or any doubts, that was soon neutralized.
Oof. Just a baller. Like I'm so glad you got a chance to go on a Bison break. If I gave you, I don't know, 30 seconds just to talk about the importance of support for the Howard athletic program from the athlete point of view, what would you have to say?
It's necessary. From a financial standpoint, it's necessary because facilities don't pay for themselves. Travel doesn't pay for itself. Supplementing the opportunities that athletes miss because we're competing and working part time while going to school isn't free. It comes at a cost. And I think also time consistently because it gives like mentorship. It gives people an opportunity to see what their hard work is going towards versus coaches yelling at me today, teachers want papers tomorrow. So I think that giving back financially and giving back your time on a consistent basis is extremely important. And that's a part of what I intend to do a better job of, as well as encourage the other members of that graduating class of 2013 to do as well.
Well said, and thank you so much for your time. Saadia Doyle, you can catch her on Instagram at SUPERSOD_13, supersod_13. Thank you so much for spending time with us. I'm so appreciative just to hear some like the stories that you were able to give, like 30 and finals MVP. I'm like, it's rough over here. But as always, bisonexpress.org/giving. The more you give, the more we all get. Thank you so much. And I look forward to speaking with you in the future.
Likewise, thanks for having me.
Absolutely.